So word on the street is, Angela Simmons finally had enough of Yo Gotti's games and gave him the boot. And honestly, nobody's surprised. Folks have been whispering about Gotti stepping out on her for ages. But now, the latest tea is way wilder than just some side chick drama. Rumor has it he got the side piece pregnant. Yup, they're expecting a whole baby. Now let's be real. After all those years Gotti spent chasing Angela like she was the last woman on earth, you'd think he'd at least know how to act once he got her. But nope, man couldn't keep it zipped, and now he's learning the hard way that Angela is not the type to let it slide. She didn't just dump him. Allegedly, she's about to stir up some serious chaos with a revenge plan that's gonna leave jaws on the floor. This drama's about to get real messy. So here's the backstory. Gotti's cheating didn't just pop off yesterday. The first whispers started way back in 2023. Gossip of the city spilled the tea, hinting that either Angela and Gotti had already split, or she was getting done dirty. Why? Because Gotti was spotted in Vegas at the Aria Hotel with his nurse Boo. Yep, the side chick was right there on display. They tried to clean it up, saying the couple was on a break during that little Vegas trip, so technically it wasn't cheating. But come on, nobody bought that story. It sounded like a cover-up from the jump. And now, with this alleged pregnancy in the mix, things are spiraling fast, especially with all the new gossip making rounds. Now here's where it gets even messier. People are saying that this nurse Gotti's booed up with now might be the same chick he was sneaking around with while chasing Angela like she was the love of his life. So all that time he was out here making it look like Angela was the only one. He might have never let that other woman go. From the outside, it looked like he had cut ties and was fully locked in with Angela. But now, it's giving fake. Like he was just putting on a show for the public while still messing with Shorty behind the scenes. Dude was out here juggling both of them, smooth with it too. Everyone thought he had it all figured out, but now it's looking real grimy. And just when you think that's the peak of the mess, nope, it gets worse. The streets are buzzing that Gotti really got the nurse chick pregnant and she's keeping the baby. No secrets, no cover-up, just bold with it.
I can't even imagine what my little boy's gonna look like at 8.
Isn't that crazy?
But obviously, you've been a single mom for a long time. I'm a single mom. What has that journey been like for you? And I'm sorry for the passing of your son's father. I know that was terrible.
Very hard. It was, honestly, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, even with me and his dad separated, it was just like, I never thought that could be me. It was a really hard thing to go through. I didn't even know how to process it. Like, soon as everything happened, I honestly went to therapy 2 days after it happened, because I was like, I don't know how to process this. My son's name is his father's name, and I just never knew that would be me. I mean, his father's side of the family is absolutely supportive and amazing. And so that helps. And my family's so amazing. So that helped me a lot. So I've leaned into family a lot, and that has been helpful for me. But I never thought I'd be a single mom. I'm like, you have a kid to think this is what it's going to be. And this is how in your head, it's got to be perfect. Never say never.
And Angela, whew, she didn't take that news lightly. Word is she snapped. One insider even claimed she went a little crack crayon on Gotti and completely trashed his spot. See, Angela actually gave him a second chance after he cheated with his ex. She thought they had something real, something solid. They sat down, hashed it out, and he swore up and down that he was done with the games. Said he'd changed. And what did Angela do? She took him back, hoping he meant it this time. And he didn't hold back either. Dude went all out for her birthday like he was trying to prove something. Reports say Gotti dropped nearly $500,000 on gifts for her. We're talking a crocodile Himalaya Kelly Birkin bag worth almost $300,000, plus a matching diamond Himalayan watch that's around $100,000. He was flexing hard. Now it's all blowing up. The insider said Angela was shocked when she opened those gifts, straight up stunned.
Those gates right there. Remember you said that you wanted a Tesla? Well, I got you one of those.
And we opposite. I be on this straight, get to the money. Don't make me drop some shit. 7 days a week, I can fly private if I wanted to. I'm consistent, I won't never let up if I wanted to. I'm persistent, I see every detail and won't skip a step. Real leader, won't tell my dog do something I wouldn't do myself. We pick up Chanel, and we leave Fendi on the shelf. Your rock's big as hell. Went to the jeweler, couldn't help myself.
I swear to God, okay?
Fuck your fat ass! Stop playing that shit! I didn't bitch, tell me what they say now!
The source added that Gotti always went all out for her birthdays. He wasn't just dropping bags for show, he actually put thought into it, picking out rare, hard-to-find pieces that would stand out. But here's the real kicker. These dudes will spend a fortune doing everything except staying loyal. Gotti poured all that money into gifts, acted like the perfect man, then went and cheated again. Not once, over and over, and now he's expecting a baby with another woman while Angela's still picking up the pieces. If this is really how it went down, that's wild. But what makes this whole thing hit even harder is the history. Don't forget, Gotti didn't just stumble into Angela's life, he was after her for years. Way back in 2015, Gotti put it all on the line. He shot his shot in a song that ended up blowing up everywhere. You know the one, It Goes Down in the DM. And he didn't hold back. He flat out rapped, "And I just followed Angela Simmons, boy. I got a crush on Angela Simmons. They like, damn Gotti, you bold. F it, I'ma let the world know." That line had folks talking for weeks. He didn't hide his feelings at all. He made sure the whole world knew he was into her, loud and clear. The track turned into a viral moment and fans were buzzing, wondering if Angela would actually respond or give him a shot. And at first, Angela hit him with silence. Nothing. No shout out, no reaction, not even a repost. She ghosted that public crush hard. But people were still rooting for it, thinking maybe, just maybe, they'd end up linking up down the line. And when they finally did, it looked like a full circle moment until this whole situation blew it all to pieces. That's when fans started speculating hard. People were convinced Angela and Gotti were just keeping things low-key, like maybe they were together, but hiding it from the public to dodge the spotlight. But eventually, Angela shut all that noise down. She stepped forward and made it crystal clear. Yeah, she was flattered by the gesture, but they were not a couple. Period. So all that public crushing Gotti was doing? It was one-sided. Angela wasn't feeling it like that, not back then, but the internet wasn't buying her explanation, especially once folks found out that Angela and Gotti had actually been talking privately behind the scenes. Then things got even more interesting when she invited him to the launch party for her brand, FFI. And listen, this wasn't just a random invite. Gotti pulled up dressed to impress, cameras going wild, and the two of them were photographed looking real cozy. That moment sent social media into a tailspin. After all the lyrics, public shoutouts, and now this public appearance, fans were convinced that something had to be going down behind the scenes. People started connecting dots like crazy. The flirty energy, the matching vibes. It all had the internet screaming that they'd finally taken things off the timeline and into real life. But once again, Angela stepped in fast and shut it all the way down. She said just because Gotti showed up to support her launch didn't mean they were romantically involved. According to her, it was all love and respect, but nothing romantic. No secret bae situation, no hidden dating. Just mutual support between two people, and that's it. But fans? Yeah, a lot of them weren't sold. Especially after seeing those photos, people swore the chemistry was real. Later on, even Gotti backed up her version of things. In interviews, he admitted that he really was trying, sending her flowers, gifts, making bold moves. But Angela just wasn't into him like that. She kept it classy, and he had to respect it. At least at the time. Angela kept it graceful, no doubt, but when it came to romance, she just wasn't feeling it. And at first, fans actually felt bad for Gotti. It looked like he was out here putting his heart on the line, only to get curved in front of the whole world. But then, boom! The plot thickened. Turns out Gotti wasn't exactly single and free the way he made it seem. Word started circulating that he had a whole situation going on behind the scenes. Yep, he had a woman in the background the entire time. In one interview, Gotti casually dropped a bombshell. He gave one of his baby mamas $100,000 for Valentine's Day. He didn't straight up say they were still together, but come on now, who's handing out that kind of cash to someone they're done with? It wasn't for the kids, it was Valentine's Day. That move had everybody side-eyeing him real hard, and suddenly all that sympathy, gone. Fans started putting the pieces together. Maybe this was why Angela kept her distance. If she knew he was still entertaining his baby mama, even just a little, it would make perfect sense why she didn't take him seriously. That story felt way more real than the idea that she just wasn't interested out of nowhere. But just when people thought they had it all figured out, Angela spun the block with a twist. Out of nowhere, she announced she was engaged, and the internet lost it. Nobody even knew she was dating like that, let alone ready to walk down the aisle. She kept that whole relationship under wraps, airtight like a vault. And while fans were still catching their breath from the engagement bomb, Angela came back and hit them with a double whammy. Then boom, Angela dropped another shockwave. Not only was she engaged, she was also pregnant with her first child. Back-to-back bombshells, and the whole timeline was gagging. You just know Gotti had to be somewhere sitting in the dark, phone on Do Not Disturb, wiping tears while blasting a heartbreak playlist titled Sad Boy Season or something like that. After years of chasing her, posting up, shouting her out in songs, and putting in all that public effort, Angela popped out with a whole fiancé and a baby on the way. That had to hit like a truck. Gotti probably saw that post and instantly regretted ever being so loud with his feelings. And yeah, he was hurt. You could hear it clear as day in his song, Save It For Me, when he rapped, "Pastor named D'Angelo, I thought I had her man cuffed or married. I made me mad, I respect it, I'm moving on. But the truth is I want her bad. My baby mama was pissed, I ain't heard the last from her." So not only was he heartbroken over Angela moving on, but he also admitted he was still dealing with his baby mama during all that drama. Sir, how you dropping $100,000 on Valentine's gifts for your ex but mad Angela didn't wait around? Make it make sense. Angela wasn't about to be nobody's sister wife, but truth be told, Gotti might not have stayed in his feelings for too long. Because once Angela's engagement went public, fans immediately went into full detective mode, and what they uncovered had people shook. Turns out her fiancé's past was way messier than anyone expected. We're talking a long rap sheet with some serious charges, including ladies-related offenses and domestic issues. That set off major red flags. Headlines started flying, and social media was full of people raising eyebrows and asking how someone like Angela, who built a polished public image, ended up with a man like that. But Angela didn't flinch. She stood 10 toes down for him. No backpedaling, no excuses. She defended him publicly, saying he made mistakes but had turned his life around. Still,
I'm telling you, she a nice girl. Like, she got her head on straight. She went to school.
Hey, y'all, I ain't been on live in a minute. Hey, Heather, I miss you.
It's way after. I want to.
Bro, I'm saying, we said you stay doing that shit. My mom you stay doing that.
Bro, you just
Yeah,
had Chef
secret.
B. You should have told your scary ass to say something on some food or something.
I feel cute with my bust down red.
whispers started swirling again. Some receipts even popped up suggesting her fiancé might not be as changed as he claimed, and that he was out here cheating on her too. Even with all the drama, Angela still stood by her man. She defended him left and right, brushing off the cheating talk and trying hard to keep the relationship from falling apart. But eventually, the cracks started showing, and by 2017, she made it official. They were done for good. Naturally, folks started buzzing. This had to be Gotti's moment. After all those years of public thirsting, dropping bars, sending gifts, and making it crystal clear he wanted her, now that she was finally single, maybe she'd throw him a bone. A little rebound action at least, but nope, Angela was like, thanks, but nah. She still wasn't checking for him. Instead, she started getting linked to other dudes, one being NBA star Serge Ibaka. But that fling was so quick, if you blinked, you missed it. Didn't go anywhere. So people thought, okay, now for real, Gotti's up next. And still, nothing. Then came 2020 and boom, Angela popped out dating boxer Daniel Jacobs. By that point, it was painfully clear. Angela's type was everybody except Yo Gotti. Fans were watching this play out like a real-life romantic comedy, except Gotti was the guy getting curved every time. It was giving sad love story energy. Like, come on, this man had been crushing publicly on Angela for over 5 years. That's longer than some folks spend getting a whole college degree. But Angela wasn't budging, and fans were starting to wonder when Gotti would finally throw in the towel. The chase was getting exhausting, not just for him, but for everybody watching. Eventually, it looked like he did get the message. Gotti finally moved on and started dating someone new, a woman named Yaya Sandoval. And this time, it wasn't just rumors. Yaya confirmed everything when she posted a New Year's message on Instagram with Gotti. Just like that, it looked like his Angela obsession was finally behind him. So get this, a nosy follower slid into Yaya's comments and said, I thought he had a crush on Angela. And Yaya clapped back quick, not no mo! But oof, she might have spoken a little too soon because just 2 weeks into the new year, Gotti flipped the script and dumped her. Yep, just like that, Yaya was out the picture. Now here's where it gets wild. Around that same time, Angela had quietly ended things with Daniel Jacobs, and after 7 whole years of Gotti being the persistent, lovesick underdog, it finally happened. Angela gave him a real shot. Fans went crazy. Everyone thought the marathon chase had paid off, and we were about to get that fairy tale they finally made it moment. And honestly, at first it really did look like the stars had aligned. Angela and Gotti were everywhere. Vacays, couple pics, coordinating fits, ringing in New Year's 2023 side by side like they were on top of the world. They were glowing, and social media ate it up. After all the ups and downs, it was giving real love wins energy. Angela even opened up about possibly getting married one day. She said, I love him. I'm happy. I'm in a great relationship. I just learned in life to go with the pace you're at. You don't need to rush anything. When it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And if that wasn't enough, she even called Gotti one of her biggest inspirations. She said, "We just get each other. He's a hustler. I love watching him. He inspires me to do better, be better. I'm really happy with him. I think he's a great person. Not think. I know." Whew, that sounded like a woman all in. But just when things looked solid, boom, the first cheating scandal hit. It didn't take long. Right after Angela took him back that first time, drama struck again, and in this one had people talking. Gotti's name got tied into whispers surrounding young Dolph's passing, and suddenly the accusations started flying. Cheating rumors, shady connections, and things spiraled fast. The murder of young Dolph shook the entire hip-hop world to its core, and when the trial finally kicked off, it brought some explosive revelations that had everybody talking. Things hit a whole new level of crazy when one of the suspects, Cornelius Smith, took the stand and dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. Smith claimed that Yo Gotti's brother, known on the streets as Juke, was deeply involved in the whole setup. According to his testimony, Juke allegedly put a $100,000 hit on Dolph, which basically kicked the whole situation off. That claim took this drama way beyond rap beef. It turned the streets upside down. Fans were shocked. People couldn't believe that someone so close to Gotti could be tied to something that dark. The trial exposed layers that had never been made public before, and suddenly, this wasn't just about hip-hop politics, it was looking like something much bigger. And here's where it got even crazier. Smith testified that he and his accomplice were promised $40,000 each to do the job, but when it was all said and done, they only got $800. That left everyone wondering what kind of twisted deal was really going on behind the scenes. Now, while Yo Gotti himself wasn't directly accused of anything, his name still got pulled into the chaos. Just being linked to Juke had people giving him the serious side-eye. The spotlight turned heavy, and questions started flying. Was Gotti aware of what was going down? Did he know what his brother was up to? Social media ran wild with speculation, and if he did know, even without physically being involved, that could have made things look real bad. Because having that kind of knowledge in advance, that could have made him an accomplice by association, even if he never lifted a finger himself. All these criminal connections have fans seriously worried, especially when it comes to Angela. People are on edge, scared that being close to Yo Gotti could pull her into something way too dangerous. The idea that he might be linked to a violent crime has folks second-guessing everything about their relationship. At this point, fans were practically begging Angela to think about her safety, and her child's. They're screaming online, "Girl, run before it gets worse." The fear? That she could end up as collateral damage if things with Gotti's messy world spiral out of control. There's real concern that folks connected to young Dolph's team might still be out for payback, and Angela could get caught in the middle. But even with all that, Angela didn't walk away. She stayed right there. Through one cheating scandal after another, through all the chaos, she still held it down for him. And how did Gotti return the loyalty? By cheating again, this time with his ex, and starting a whole new family with her, not Angela. Let's be real, after everything she's put up with, years of being chased, sweet-talked, shown off, and this is how it ends, it's not hard to see why Angela might be losing it over this whole situation. The betrayal cuts deep. But now the question is she finally done? Is Angela gonna walk away for good, or is she gonna keep standing by a man who's played her out again and again? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and then don't miss what we uncovered in the next juicy chapter.